Formula One is often described as the highest level of motorsport in the world. The drivers are presented as flawless machines, trained from childhood to react faster than human thought. Every lap is planned, every corner studied, and every mistake is supposed to be eliminated. Yet, time and time again, Formula One proves that even the best drivers in the world are still human. Under pressure, in tight spaces, or when conditions turn hostile, logic disappears. What remains is a series of decisions so bad they turn elite racing into chaos. Nowhere is this more obvious than at the Monaco Grand Prix. Monaco is a track with no forgiveness. The streets are narrow, the barriers are close, and overtaking is nearly impossible. Drivers know this, yet every year they still convince themselves that they can squeeze into spaces that clearly do not exist. One small misjudgment ends a race instantly. In feeder series races at Monaco, this problem becomes even more exaggerated. At the start of one infamous race, drivers charged toward turn 1 as if space would magically appear. It did not. Cars collided before the first lap had even settled. Front wings scattered across the track, and multiple drivers were eliminated in seconds. The eventual winner did not win by skill or speed, but by simply surviving. In Monaco, restraint becomes the most valuable talent. When rain enters the picture, Formula One stops being a race and becomes a survival test. The 1996 Monaco Grand Prix remains one of the clearest examples of this transformation. What began as a normal race quickly collapsed into disorder. Engines failed, suspension snapped, and drivers spun without warning. Champions disappeared one after another, and by the end, only 3 drivers remained running. The winner was not the fastest driver on the grid, nor the most aggressive. He was simply the one who managed to avoid the chaos. That race exposed an uncomfortable truth. Talent means little when conditions strip drivers of control. Even when weather and track layout are not the main enemies, drivers still find ways to sabotage themselves, often through rivalry with their own teammates. In modern Formula One, teams invest millions to ensure harmony between drivers, but competition does not disappear just because 2 cars share a garage. In one recent race, 2 teammates found themselves battling on a straight. One driver attempted an overconfident move, clipped his teammate, and crashed into the wall. The championship battle shifted instantly. The driver responsible did not argue or deflect blame. He admitted the mistake openly, proving that sometimes even world-class drivers recognize when they have done something incredibly foolish. Certain tracks seem designed to punish even the smallest lapse in judgment. Baku is one of them. With long straights and unforgiving walls, it waits patiently for drivers to make errors. Even calm, disciplined drivers have fallen apart there. One championship leader arrived with momentum and confidence, only to unravel across the weekend. Minor rule mistakes led to penalties. A qualifying crash damaged the car. In the race, a jump start was followed by a lockup and another crash. He became the only retirement in a race where everyone else finished. Years earlier, another elite driver dominated practice at the same circuit before destroying his chances with a single misjudged corner. Baku does not reward talent alone. It punishes hesitation, arrogance, and overconfidence equally. Sometimes chaos arrives instantly, and nowhere is this more common than at turn 1. In wet conditions, the first corner becomes a trap. Hungary has witnessed this more than once. Drivers brake late, visibility drops, and suddenly, one error triggers a chain reaction. Cars collide, championship hopes vanish, and millions of dollars in damage appear within seconds. In these moments, races are not won through bravery, but through avoidance. Midfield drivers suddenly find themselves competing for podiums simply because they stayed out of trouble. What makes these moments more striking is that they often happen outside of races as well. Practice sessions, where nothing is at stake, have still produced stunning lapses in control. Cars spin in pit lanes, drivers lose grip while exiting garages. The safest areas of the circuit turn into unexpected danger zones. These moments remind viewers that even under low pressure, human error cannot be eliminated. Restarts add another layer of unpredictability. At Mugello, a restart turned into disaster because drivers could not agree on timing. The leader slowed, waiting for the control line. Drivers behind accelerated, braked, hesitated, and panicked. The result was instant destruction at the back of the field. Telemetry later revealed massive speed differences between cars that should have been moving together. Everyone blamed everyone else, and little was learned. If one circuit represents total unpredictability, it is Spa. In 2012, a single mistake at the start launched one car into the air and wiped out multiple championship contenders in seconds. There was no rain or mechanical failure to blame. It was pure misjudgment. Earlier editions of the race delivered even greater chaos, with heavy rain causing massive pileups that destroyed over half the field before the first lap was complete. Spa does not merely punish mistakes, it amplifies them until they become legendary. Rain remains the ultimate equalizer in Formula One. In one race, a rookie made an unpopular decision to start on wet tires before the race began. Moments later, the track flooded and experienced drivers slid helplessly off the circuit. The rookie briefly led the race, proving that preparation can outweigh reputation. While the fairy tale did not last, the moment was unforgettable. All of these incidents point to a simple truth. Formula One is not just about perfection. It is about how close perfection exists to disaster. The same drivers capable of incredible precision are also capable of shocking mistakes. When they forget how to drive, the sport does not lose its identity, it reveals it. Formula One thrives on the thin line between brilliance and failure. That line is crossed more often than fans expect, and when it is, the results are chaotic, memorable, and endlessly fascinating.